Saying that the Northstar Christian girls basketball team has enjoyed a turnaround season would be something of an understatement. Under second-year head coach Roger Leo, the Northstar girls have gone from 4 wins and 16 losses to 17 wins and 2 losses heading into their final game of the regular season. Senior tri-captains Michaela Brown, Mariah Mills, and Aaliyah Penny have led the way for the Knights, who will enter the Class D2 tournament as the number 2 seed.
Well, our team has been playing, me, Mariah, Bree, most of our starting 5 since we were in 7th grade together. So building that team chemistry up throughout the years has really made it special for us this year and able for us to connect on a different level and do something great.
Penny averages a double-double, scoring more than 12 points per game and grabbing nearly 15 rebounds.
Probably the level of coaching. We have really intense coaches and they push us to work hard even when we don't want to. And they've been introducing a lot of new things like excessive talking on defense. It's a lot, but it works. So
excessive talking on defense, so someone had to encourage you guys to talk?
Yeah, believe it or not, we're pretty quiet. So the talking on defense is it had to be forced to do, but once we started doing it, it showed a big difference in our game and how we play in our defense. It was crazy.
Mills scores 7.5 points while grabbing more than 4 rebounds per game.
Past years we had 5, maybe 3 wins, and now that we're actually stepping up and getting really good success, it does show promise in these coming games.
Brown leads Northstar with 75 steals. The younger sister of Miles and Michael Brown, who led the boys program to the 2018 New York State Class C final, Brown scores 10 points per game while handing out nearly 2 assists.
My brothers have made their name at Northstar pretty known, so me as a little sister, I want some of that credit too, and we've done that this year with the record that we've been having.
Along with Brown, Elena Garwood's brother Ryan, and of course her father JJ, have experienced success with the boys program.
There's a lot of continuity in that, they're around their brothers all the time. They see the success their brothers have had. It motivates them to want to be better, motivates them to work hard. And then on the flip side, I have JJ Garwood and Mike Brown readily available to help me out at all times. And they're a wealth of knowledge, and I can lean on them in a lot of situations. And Elena's young. Elena Garwood, she was an 8th grader last year when I had to pull her up to varsity because of the injuries. She's a 9th grader this year. So she's still, she didn't have that chance to really develop at the JV level. I had to pull her up last year, and then this year she was ready. Michaela, I think she tore her ACL 2 or 3 years ago, and so it took her a year or 2 to get back to full health, back to, being able to run and compete at the level she would have wanted to before. So she's back full strength this year, and it's showing. She's having a really good year.
And the sibling rivalry?
In a good way, a lot. I think that, Michaela has certainly learned from her brothers, and they've had a ton of success on the boys' side. And there's a little bit of rivalry because she wants to step forward and present herself and say, okay, I can play a little bit too. I'm not just in their shadow. I have some ability, and I want to show it off too from time to time. So I think in a good way they motivate each other. And Ryan's been doing some great things on the boys' side this year, and it motivates Elena too. I know when Ryan has a big game, she wants to respond and maybe put up some numbers for herself too. So
for Michaela, there is added incentive.
Win a state championship.
So winning a state championship is on your mind.
Definitely. I think that we can win a state championship if all our teammates are dedicated and willing to put in the work to win it.
Leo was an assistant with the boys program until JJ Garwood encouraged the move.
Last year we had a number of injuries, including to one of our senior captains, Aaliyah Penny. She missed the entire season last year, and she's a big part of our team. She's one of our leading scorers, and she's one of the leading rebounders in all of Section 5. So with her not there last year, it hurt us a lot.
There has been a learning curve for Leo.
Last year was a kind of a feeling out year for me and the girls, kind of working out all the kinks and getting rid of all the things that don't work and focusing on what does work. So it was a big year for me transitionally too, just kind of having a better understanding of what makes them tick and what makes them work, because they're so much different than the boys.
It's all worth it as the Knights try to reach the sectional finals for the first time in program history.
A Northstar girls basketball team has never made a sectional final. What would it be like to be a part of the first team that ever does that?
It's all I've ever dreamt about. It would be amazing. I honestly think I'll cry.
Amazing. To have our banner up there with our names on it saying that we were the first to make a difference in a name for Northstar, that'd feel great.
It would be great. I'd be really happy because I would want to be able to see it before I graduate.
From Northstar Christian Academy, this is Paul Gotham with the High School Sports Beat, brought to you by Alfred State College.
When that ball's